to open loads in one go. Okay. So how I got the name Skiddler. This goes back to when I think I was 18, or close to turning 18, and I was doing my A-levels. I was in my A-level English class, and the thing specific about this day that makes the story much more interesting than it would have been is it was a winter's day, so it's cold, and I had work directly after my English lesson. I worked at an ice cream stall in a shopping centre near where I live, basically. And because of that, I went to school wearing like work trousers because I didn't have time to go home. My work trousers were like a really light grey, like almost like a silvery colour. And because it was cold, I was wearing long johns as well. And this is the part that's good. Those long johns weren't mine, they were Emily's dad. So my girlfriend's dad's long johns, okay? I was wearing boxer shorts, my girlfriend's dad's long johns, and my grey work trousers, okay? So we're sat in English, and the classroom's set out like, so the tables go round like this, and then the teacher was in the middle, and I was sat here with my friend. Just to give you, I don't know, just to make you be able to visualize it a little bit better, I suppose. Basically, I can't remember what we were even doing in class. I remember I had a laptop up, and I was typing on my laptop, though. I was doing some sort of assignment or whatever, and I put faith in a fart, bro, and it stabbed me straight in the pants. I literally sharted myself. It wasn't loads, but it was enough, right? And it was fucking, it seeped through. I could feel it squidging against my arse, and I was like, mate, I've just shat myself in an English class. So I turned to my friend Scott, who's on my left, and I'm like, it's Scott. And he just looks at me and he's like, yeah? And I'm like, yeah, Scott, mate, I've just shit myself. And he like laughs awkwardly, like he doesn't know if I'm just completely taking the piss or if I'm being serious. He thinks I'm just messing around. He's just like, what? And I'm like, yeah, Scott, I literally have just sharted myself. I just farted and I've shit myself. I can feel it. And I was like, can you check if it's come through the back of my trousers because it feels really wet? And he was like, yeah. So like he's standing on my left, and I stood up. Like I'm not gonna stand up properly because I'm wearing a robe. I don't want to flash dick by like I don't want to flash dick. Basically, that'd be pretty brutal. I stood up and I'm like, I turn around a little bit so he can see my ass, and he just fucking pisses himself laughing. He's just like eyes wide open, like fucking grin on him like no other. And he's just nodding like, yeah, you can, bro. So I've shat myself in an A-level English class with my girlfriend's dad's long johns on and my work trousers, right? I have my laptop open. I'm like, well, I obviously need to go home. I'm not gonna sit in my own shit and then go to work immediately after and do a fucking 6-hour shift on an ice cream stall with shit in my pants. So I'm like to my teacher, her name's Catherine, and I'm like, Catherine, and she's like, yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I need to go home. And she's like just kind of looked at me blankly and like ignored me and continued doing what she was doing. So I like unplugged my laptop charger from the wall and started packing my stuff away basically in my bag. And she was like, Elliot, what are you doing? I was like, I told you I need to go home. She was like, why? I was like, I've just shat myself. And she was like, don't be stupid, sit down. And I was like, I have and at this point, everyone in the class is watching our conversation. I'm like, I have shat my pants. And I'm like laughing while I'm saying it. She was like, what the hell? Like, stop being an idiot, sit down. And I'm like, Catherine, I have taken a shit in my pants. And then I turned around and showed her the shit stains coming through the back of my trousers. The fucking class was hysterically laughing. I was hysterically laughing. She was like just face palming on the desk laughing. And she was like, okay, you can go. So I had to go downstairs. My mum worked in the finance office of the school that I went to. So I go into the finance office. I need to get a lift home from my mum. And I obviously told her what had happened. She was dying with laughter, and she basically made me sit on a Tesco carrier bag in her car. She literally was like, wait, don't get in the car yet. Went in the boot, got a Tesco bag for life thing, and put it on the seat and made me sit on that. Adding insult to injury, bro. But that is basically how I got the name Skiddler. One of my closest friends at the time, Sam, basically was like, mate, you shit yourself way too much. I'm gonna start calling you Skiddler. And that's literally where I got the name. And I've been Skiddler ever since.